Today is August 7th, 2018. Let's jump into this rabbit hole of the crypto world, and I'm going to give you an update on what exactly going on. We're going to do an in-depth analysis on Bitcoin, Ethereum, EOS, and Litecoin. So, as of right now, the market cap is 255 billion. The 24-hour volume is 13 billion 212 million. Okay, so now let's take a look over Bitcoin. So right now, let's take a look at a few signs right now. I'm gonna give you a few scenarios that could happen. All right, so we're on a four-hour candle chart right now. As you can see on the bottom here in the MACD, the bull just crossed over the bear, so we're getting some good momentum right now. As you could also see on the MACD and the histogram, the selling pressure is going down and the bullish pressure is starting to come up. Now it's nothing crazy, but it's just a little. The bulls are getting a little bit of strength. Okay. Now on the RSI, as you can see, we were in oversold territory. Now we're starting to come out of it. You know, it's yet to be seen, but as of right now, the strength is at 44. We need to get this over 50. Okay, I would like to see it get over 50 on the RSI and stay over 50 for a while. So we're going to see if this is a bullish ramp that might emerge. And as for the daily average volume, now the volume is still pitiful. However, it is a little bit better than yesterday and the previous days where we had this massive sell-off. It's been a Red Sea. The crypto world has been stabbed and it was bleeding out. Okay, so let's take. So the volume's still not making me happy, but it's a little bit better than yesterday. For this market to really take off and blow up, we need the 24-hour volume to increase. We need more money to come in the market. We need the investors to jump back in. We need overall confidence. Now I would like to see the altcoins starting to pick up some investors. We need altcoins to be invested in too. Right now, the Bitcoin has been getting all the love by basically consuming all this dominance, which most people are trusting Bitcoin over the altcoins. But I would like to see, as we saw in 2017, where we just saw a massive tsunami of just buy pressure and all these just everything went straight to the moon. And I believe that is still coming. Okay. Now, if you guys have been following me, I called these past drops. Every call I've made has been on the dot. Okay, I told you guys we're going to the 7,200 to 6,800 range and get ready. And then when we get there, I will do another analysis. So this is it. I'm going to give you a few options. So right now, well, let's right now on the Bitcoin chart. Let me blow this up for you. Okay, so on the exponential moving averages, which is the red, orange, yellow, and green line, right in this area, as you can see, right now, it looks like we're getting a little bit pressure back up. I believe we're going to have a strong resistance at 7,400. Okay, if we break 7,400, okay, that is a good sign. We need that 8-day moving average to cross over that 55-day moving average. Remember, it's in sync with the Fibonacci sequence. So if we see Bitcoin touch 7,400 and keep going, which if investors start coming in with more money comes in the market and volume increases, we need volume to increase. Okay, this is what the deciding factor is. So if we break 7,400 and continue 7,600. If we break 7,600, the next stop is 8,500 again. Okay, so keep that in mind. Keep an eye out for 74. If Bitcoin touches 7,400, I would jump back in. Okay, if it hits 70, anywhere from 74 to 7,600, which is this resistance level, and the volume is increasing, if the volume is increasing, remember that there wouldn't be a bad opportunity to jump back in. Because let's see what the profit from that would be if we got in from that area before it hits the 8,500 resistance again. Let me see here. Let's see. That would be about a 13% profit, okay? Before you might want to exit out. So, as of right now, I'm just waiting to see what happens. As you can see on the Bollinger Bands here, these Bollinger Bands right now, you can see that the trend is ending and it's beginning to contract. Now remember, that means an explosive move is coming, either up or down. It's yet to be seen. As of right now, it's been a straight shot down. The bears have really been tugging down hard on us. But if we see the price hit around that 7,400 range, the 7,600, I believe that's good news, and the next stop could be 85 for Bitcoin. Now, if the volume doesn't come in and money doesn't start coming into this market, we might see, let me grab my brush. So, we could see, if the volume doesn't come in, we could see a test, okay? Remember, two scenarios are, if the volume increases and we pass that 74 to 7,600 area, especially 7,600, I believe the next stop for Bitcoin is 8,500. Or if we come up and we test that 76 to 7,400 area and we come back down and the volume just isn't there, we could break the 6,800 support, okay? And if that happens, the next stop, I believe, would be 64. We might have a pull up at 64, and eventually we will go to 5,800. Okay, so Bitcoin's either going to go back to 7,600, then 85, or it's going to hit that 6,800 and then go down to 5,800. Okay. So let's take a look at Ethereum. Now, if, let's say, opportunities, right? I would say if we get good volume and it's not just, if we get a straight flush and we break this resistance of 7,600, I would jump back in and get out around that 8,500 area before it comes back down to test that support. Now, if that doesn't happen and the volume and the market isn't looking good, okay, if we go and break 6,800, that support we're on right now, the next stop I believe would be 5,800. Okay, so that's my analysis for right now. Okay, right now I'm just waiting for confirmation of what's about to happen. Okay, so let's take a look at Ethereum. Now, as I've been telling you, Ethereum does not like to go below $400. 400 is a strong support for Ethereum. Okay, as you can see, we touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, so I believe if the volume increases and the money starts coming back in the market, right now, if that happens, I believe we should be going up to about that $454 area for the next resistance. Especially again on EMAs, if the price breaks 420 and the momentum's good, we're gonna hit that 450 area with no problem. We might come back down a little bit to test the support, but we already hit the support 5 times. Okay, so I believe if that happens, the next stop is around that $480 area. Possibly, if the market, everything starts doing good again, we're going to hit $510 easy. Remember, this all depends if the volume investors start coming back in the market. Okay, so right now, and let me show you something else, okay? The volume is bad. The volume is not good. Okay, but on the RSI, we might be seeing, hold on. As you can see on our RSI, right now we are at a 38. We need that to go above 50. Okay, but we might have some strength building up where we could possibly see it increase in the near future. Let me show you. So on the MACD, the bull has crossed over the bear, but they're very tight. This bear could take back control of the momentum at any minute now. Another thing on the histogram of the MACD, we can kind of see that doesn't look good for momentum wise, is the momentum is kind of starting to shift to the underside, which is the bearish side, okay? And another thing, right here on the Bollinger Bands, we're beginning to contract. Remember, an explosive move is coming. So I believe this explosive move might actually take us up. If Bitcoin does good, it's going to take us up to that $450 area again. Okay, so I would keep a close eye on that for right now. And let's take a look at EOS. So again, look at the depth chart. We have a huge buy wall at, let's see, $7.02. Right now we have more demand for EOS than supply right now, but the depth charts always change. They could change instantly in a heartbeat. Okay, so again, just like Ethereum, we have a downside on the histogram for on the MACD that could go to the underside, but the bullish momentum did surpass the bearish momentum, but that could change. We have a slow increase on strength on RSI. Right now on the RSI, it's a 44. We need that to go above 50. The volume is just pitiful, guys. We need volume. We need more volume to come in, okay? But right now, that $6.90 area is a strong support for EOS. And look how tight these Bollinger Bands have contracted. An explosive move is coming. It all, these things usually follow in par with Bitcoin, the master. Okay, so we got to keep a close eye on Bitcoin, and we'll know what everything else is going to do. But if we see the volume starts to come back in, and we start to see an upside of things, if you jumped in now, I would wait though for confirmation. Let's see. Hold on. From the 700 area to $7 area to 775 resistance, that's about 11.18% profit. And if you got in around that $7.75 area, and in the next resistance above that would be the $9.40 area. That's about a 19% profit right there. So that's fat gains if the market goes to the upside and the volume comes in, okay? So right now we're just waiting to see what exactly happens. Okay, so something is about to happen, okay? And it all depends on those two things. And more money comes in the market and volume. Right now the volume is really bad. Okay? So if the volume doesn't come back and if we don't see that movement soon that we need, the next stop for EOS is going to be around that $6.50 area. Okay, and I think that would be a good time if we see it hit that price, which that would be the next. If we fall again, that's the next support is around that $6.50 area. So we're just going to sit back and see what happens. Again, all these things follow in par with Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Litecoin. Now, Litecoin, we're close to the support of $72. Again, let's take a look at what's going on. The bullish momentum did surpass the bearish momentum on the MACD, but that could easily change. Remember, we're slowly not. I personally don't like Litecoin. I think I think it's a shit investment. Charlie Lee sold all his Litecoin right before the crash. and it's really just been a shit coin ever since. People have been put like their life savings in Litecoin, and they got wrecked. They got a one-way ticket to wrecked city. So the volume is pitiful. We are seeing a little bit of sell pressure, which isn't good. The Bollinger Bands did contract. We are still in the bearish side of things, guys. The bears are still in control of the market. Right now, we're waiting to see if that turning point is coming. But 72 that $72 area is a strong support for Litecoin. If it breaks that, let's look and see. All right, so if we see Litecoin fall below $70, I would say the next stop for it would probably be around that $55, $60 area, okay? But hopefully we get that second wind that the market really needs right now, and we can get some nice trade opportunities come soon, okay? So again, right now I'm just watching the market to see what happens. I wouldn't jump in until the resistance is broke on any of these four that I talked about. So again, let's go back to Bitcoin. We need the momentum to get stronger. We need the strength to get stronger. We need new investors. We need the volume to increase. Volume is the key factor here, guys. Let me get rid of this. So, and another thing, today we had a little bit of you know, the sell-off has kind of slowed down today, and the market has seen a little bit of green, but that's really insignificant, guys. So don't let that be your indicator to jump back in. We wait to see. We get in around supports and resistances. Okay, that's where the opportunities are. Okay, so let's just see what happens. If I were to get Bitcoin, I would wait for it to break that 7,600 resistance and sell at the next resistance above it, which would be 8,500. Okay, but we need a flush breakout out of this channel here, guys. Okay, and if we don't get that volume we need it, and the investors will come back in, the next stop for Bitcoin is 5,800. So keep that in mind. So that's it for right now, guys. This is CryptoSide signing out. Don't forget to press subscribe and smash that like button. If any big news occurs, I will be sure to let you guys know. You guys have a fantastic day.